My recent visit to Red Mountain Sports Bar and Grill was disappointing, to say the least. While the atmosphere was adequate, the service from the staff was quite unprofessional and discourteous. I ordered the grilled guar steak, a side of roasted caguti, and a bottle of local mead. Unfortunately, the food and drink were of poor quality. The grilled guar steak was lukewarm and poorly prepared, and the roasted caguti was dry and overcooked. The mead, which was supposed to be a local specialty, was stale and tasted watered down. The server was hardly any better, acting as if my patronage was a burden to her. She barely acknowledged my presence and seemed more interested in chatting with her coworkers than attending to my needs. When I finally managed to flag her down to request a refill of my mead, she simply grunted and said, "Yeah, I'll get to it when I can." The bartender was even worse. When I tried to voice my concerns about the quality of the food and drink, he dismissed me with a flippant comment. "What do you expect? We're not a five-star restaurant." He was rude and dismissive, acting as if my concerns were of no consequence. Overall, the poor service and subpar quality of the food and drink at Red Mountain Sports Bar and Grill left me feeling quite unsatisfied. If the staff cannot be bothered to provide basic courtesy and professionalism to their customers, then they do not deserve anyone's business. I cannot recommend this establishment to anyone seeking a quality dining experience. The only reason I'm giving Red Mountain Sports Bar and Grill 2 stars instead of 1 is that there were a few televisions playing sports games, which may be of interest to some patrons. I did notice that there were several games of quamaball and rat racing being played. Additionally, there were a few patrons who seemed to be quite invested in a game of silt strider racing that was being broadcast on one of the televisions. While I cannot say that I was personally invested in the outcome of the race, it was clear that some of the other patrons were quite enthusiastic about it. I must stress that this does not excuse the poor behavior of the staff, and I stand by my overall assessment that this establishment is not worth recommending to anyone seeking a quality dining experience. 2 stars out of 5.